Radio 1039 on the line. I have one of my favorite groups of all time, After 7 in the building. We're on the phone at least. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, what's going on? Feeling good.
Kevon Edmonds, Jason Edmonds, and Keith Mitchell. So let's see. Jason, wait a minute. Jason, is this little Jason Melvin's son?
The one and the same.
For those who don't know, Melvin's son Jason is now a member of After 7, and Melvin's chilling at home. So Jason, Dad got you doing all the work, man?
Yeah, he got me carrying bags and everything. No, I was just going to expand. Yeah, it's been about 10 years now, and I've been playing an active membership in the group and getting out on the road and doing it. Actually started doing with me doing backgrounds for Kevon through his solo career. I don't know the exact years, but that was some time ago, and kind of morphed into becoming an active member and covering my dad's part.
And so, Kevon and Keith, do you guys? I know you guys probably, it's past that time. But were you guys hard on him at first, or did you just accept him in and not give him a hard time?
We try not to give him a hard time. I mean, it's a blessing for him to be able to stand in for his dad. A, B, he has the DNA to do the job. We have to be respectful. That Jason was looking at us. He never saw himself being one of the guys in the group, but it's been a blessing that he has had the skills and the talent to do it. Is one thing. It's so difficult to find someone fill Melvin's shoes vocally is one thing, but then there are all these other facets to representing a group that you have to take on that, this ain't how you set out. But, he's been a blessing and a godsend, and I don't really believe there's nobody else who could have done the job.
After 7 as a group, I mean, of course, the connection with Babyface and just your whole family, the talent. It's very interesting because I think you guys really represent, they always say that Midwest kind of stability and kind of almost a certain wholesomeness, but it seems like you guys always have represented. You always look sharp. You can sing. You can kick everybody's ass vocally, but you don't really hear you guys getting in trouble. Is that just how Mama Edmonds raised you, or the Midwest raised you?
You definitely gonna get checked anytime you were out of line. That you could rest assured. And sometimes it wasn't even a word; it was just a look. And sometimes it wasn't even a look; it was a hand sign. So, we learn to be accountable and in the things and choices that we make. And all of us, all of us, not only just us, but everybody, we're human and we're going to make mistakes. And hopefully the beauty of making mistakes in this journey is that you get to learn from them, and grow. And so, we're not without, our share of indiscretions, I'm sure, as most groups are, but, we don't focus on them. We try to take them in stride. Grow from them is really kind of what it's been. But I think being raised in the Midwest, I think was a strong influence in terms of how we approached life and saw life. Living is working, and working is living. So that's how we kind of proceeded.
And so, Keith, you guys met in college, but you really are officially a part of the family, man. You've been rolling for quite some time, man. When you first hooked up, do you think you guys would be together this long?
I'd probably say no, because I mean, you just have no way of seeing into the future. I mean, we were in the ensemble at the university together, but that was a class. You got a grade for it. We discovered that we had a love for music and entertaining, but from that vantage point, you couldn't see a path forward. We were in college, and the destination was trying to finish. I know both me and Kevon both have come to learn, and probably Jason too, that you don't have a lot of control over what you do. You know, we have some choices that we can make, and on those choices, it sends you down a road, and on that road, God has a path that's already planned, and that's kind of how we're here on the phone with you now with this interview, because we didn't plan a record. So you just got to be prepared. Keep yourself in a mental and a physical state where God can always use you. Because, you know, despite some of the negative things that have happened, because, I mean, I've been homeless in the hiatus. I'm not too ashamed to say that. I've been homeless, I've been jobless, didn't have the money to, you know, I reinvented myself, and that's what, you know, Indianapolis kind of gives you the kind of backbone and structure that you can start over.
Wow.
And I've started over, and then After 7 has been remorphed. And, you know, here we are back again. We couldn't have wrote the script. Nobody could have wrote this. This is not like we've been brainstorming, how do we get that?
Who could have never known? Who could have ever known that?
Wow.
We knew about as much about that as I knew when I was young, and Kenny's older brother, that he was going to be this prolific songwriter, producer, artist extraordinaire. No one knew. God knows.
And I always said that I felt like Kevon had the best voice of everybody, right? But that also speaks to, right, Kevon, it's not just about having the best voice, right? It's a whole bunch of other things. And Kevon, was that a hard lesson for you, or were you okay with that as the older brother to Babyface?
Oh no, not at all. I've always, from the day one, Kenny possessed a talent that was, you know, people are portioned out, you know, the blessings that God gives you. Some folks he gives them 2 or 3 talents. You know, some get 1, some get half a talent. You know what I'm saying? You get what God gives you, and you work with it. But I've always supported Kenny, always been a fan. Not a song he hasn't written that I haven't known and loved. Always proud of. You know, he is my younger brother, but I don't necessarily look at him as my younger brother. He's just my brother who has done some phenomenal things in his lifetime, and he's touched a multitude of people through song, through his gift. And, you know, that's something to be proud of. It's, you know, I'm the big brother, like, what, be a little hater? No, I ain't got no hater on me from my brother. It's all good.
Well, the good news is, After 7 is back. I Want You is hot on the charts. We banging it here at Radio 103.9, guys. We're so proud of you. You're going to be actually close by in February in New Jersey, I think on February 12th.
Yes.
And then, you know,
right, exactly.
when does the CD drop?
Sometime in 2016.
That's right.
We're still working on it.
It's a work in progress right now, but we're getting there.
Well, understand that, man, you got a huge base that looks forward to everything that you guys do. We're glad to see you. Jason, we're glad you're a part of this. It's all a family. Wish you the best of luck, guys, okay?
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.